Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be diving into dip powders and a decal sheet from a new to me company called Bright Spot Nails. I'm very excited to try these. We're going to create a set of press-ons on the Shape Short coffin, and then today we are going to be doing the gel method. So to start off with, I'm already loving the packaging in the clear jar so you can really see the color, and I really like the size of the jar. You have enough wiggle room depending on the length of your nail that you can still dip directly into the jar. We're going to remove that protective seal, which I like that when companies add the protective seal because it really comes in handy during transport to make sure all your powders stay in that jar. So we're starting off with a very thin layer of that gel base. I start right below the cuticle line and then work that product all the way up. So I figured we would start with a yellow and a white. For me, that's like a kind of a good indicator on how a brand is going to perform based on those two colors because yellows are really hard. They can tend to look patchy or splotchy, but right off the bat, we already have this beautiful light yellow coverage. I'm liking what we're working with so far. I don't see any like bare areas or anything like that. And another reason why I wanted to pull in the yellow with the gel method because yellows can tend to be a little bit difficult when it comes to the gel method. So I really wanted to put these two colors to the test to see how well they performed. So I cured for 30 seconds. We're dusting off. We're going to go ahead and build this color up a little bit more. We're going to do two coats and then you're going to be able to see the difference between the two coats versus one. I will say if you're looking for just like that really beautiful light wash yellow, it honestly does look good with one coat. I don't have any staining or anything like that on my brush, and we're going to go ahead and dip back into that jar. And this is when we're going to really see this color just completely come to life. So I am going to go ahead and just press everything down to ensure that we're keeping the shape of the nail. It doesn't matter if you're using dip liquids or the gels, always make sure you are pressing everything down. But first impressions, right off the bat, I already have high hopes for the other products from this brand based on this yellow alone. We dusted off, and now that we dusted off and cured, I'm just going to take a look at it here. And you can notice that we have that pure yellow color shining all the way through, and we do not have any of like those white specks mixed in or anything like that. The yellow worked really good with the gel method, and I'm actually really impressed by the coverage. We're going to go ahead and incorporate this on one more nail, and then we're going to be diving into a white powder called the White Glow. It also glows in the dark, and that's going to be our base color. When we go ahead and apply those decal sheets, we're going to go ahead and apply it to those white nails, and it also glows in the dark, so you kind of have best of both worlds. You have really fun decal nails with a possibility of that glow factor. So anytime a company offers a white powder that also has a glow, those are the ones I tend to gravitate towards because then you have kind of like you have this really fun mani, and then at night you can see your decals kind of shine through. So I wanted to test out not only the white, but I wanted to see how the glow factor came into play as well. So that is the game plan for today. And then we are going to be getting into decals here in just a little bit. We're just wrapping up that second coat of this beautiful canary yellow. This yellow right here, I really like it how it's just like that pure yellow. It doesn't have like that harsh white flashback in it. Sometimes when you're creating yellows, they have just like this really harsh white base and then a whole bunch of yellow pigment thrown in. So it gives you almost like this white wash over yellow. I'm not experiencing that with this powder. This is just a very true yellow. And I really like that it's not too bright. It's just like the perfect spring Mardi Gras yellow, and I'm totally here for it. This would also be a great yellow to have in your collection if you're looking for a yellow. Now we're going to dive into White Glow. Since this is a glow powder, I did go ahead and give it a good stir. That's always good practice if you're working with a glow powder or a thermal. Always give them a good stir with an orange wood stick before you start the dipping process. Now we're doing another thin layer of that gel base all over the entire nail, and we are dipping right into the jar. We're going to tap off and check out this coverage. I was not expecting it to look like this with the first coat. So I really like it. It's this beautiful milky white. The coverage, it's there. The coverage is here and I love it so much. You could totally stop right here if you wanted to, especially because this is a decal sheet nail and I'm not worried about building up structure or anything like that with these jelly tips in particular. So I could easily get away with one coat. But we cured for 30 seconds, we dusted off, and we're gonna go ahead and build up this color even more. We're gonna do one more coat, but I will say if you like that milky white coverage, this right here, it's great. Not only is it going to be great for decals like we're going to be incorporating today, but this is a great one if you like that really pretty milky white for any nail art. This is going to be a great foundation color. So we went ahead and did that gel base, and I did not cure. We dipped right into that jar, And now we have an even better coverage here. So we have that white, it's more shining through. And I really am, I'm shocked by this. It's very finely milled. It doesn't look grainy. We have no streaks in here. We have no areas of patchiness or any of like of those really bright white dots in there. It's a very finely milled powder. And if you're not making a press-on set and you are dipping right into the jar, they are really buttery soft. So just keep that in mind. They are very gorgeous, like luxurious feeling powders. So I went ahead and just cleaned up underneath that nail, and we're just going to continue pressing everything down to make sure we are keeping the shape of this nail. But I love how this looks with 2 coats. So I cured for 30 seconds, we dusted off, and then we're going to go ahead and incorporate 2 coats on this nail. And then when we get into the other nail, I'm only going to do 1 coat because I wanted to see what it would look like underneath that decal based on the paper and the ink that's used. Sometimes you really need a harsh white background to really get the colors of that decal to really shine through. So I wanted to play here since we are testing out this company. I wanted to see what it would the color payoff of the decals would be if I did 2 coats of white versus one. So we're going to play with that here in a little bit, but here's a good indicator of the 2 dips versus one. So this nail, we're going to finish the 2 coats, and then the next nail, the ring fingernail, we'll do 1 coat so we can see the color payoff of those decals. The nice thing about these powders is that you can get them in sample sizes and then you can get them in 0.25 ounce jars. So I really like that. But here's what it looks like if you just did 1 coat and wanted to do a top coat, that glossy finish. You can really see that just beautiful milky white shining through. And I totally would rock like a whole set of nails of just that color alone. If you're looking for like that beautiful, just sheer white wash, especially with wedding season coming up, this is a great option. Plus, it glows in the dark. So we're just finishing up the 2nd coat on this nail. I'm just going to make sure we're pressing everything down and just making sure we're keeping, again, that shape of the nail. I sound like a broken record, but that is the biggest thing to take away when you are making press-ons is just making sure you are spending that time and making sure everything is completely flat, because once you cure it, if you have any areas that are, not pressed down to that nail, you're going to have more work when it comes to filing and buffing. So for this nail, this is the one that we're going to just do 1 coat on because I wanted to see how that vibrancy of those decal sheets would work on a background that had 2 coats versus one. So that's why for this nail in particular, we're just going to leave it with 1 coat. And if you're worried about building up strength or structure on your nail, you could always do a couple layers of clear powder and then go ahead and do your 1 coat of that white glow. Also, the jelly tips that I'm using are from Sandara Nails. I feel like they're strong enough that I can even wear without any product on them. So that's another option. All right, so filing and buffing, everything's cured. Filing and buffing was very minimal. We did the gel method. We made sure we took those extra steps to press everything down. So I'm just cleaning up underneath side of that nail, and I'm going to reshape just a little bit. That's all I needed to do with the file, and then we're going in with the buffer, and we're just going to give it a really light buff on top. I also did not clear encapsulate with the gel method because I really wanted to see how these powders performed by being filed and buffed directly on it. So that's another reason why I picked these colors, because sometimes if you don't clear encapsulate them and you file and buff, they can tend to fade or not look as vibrant. But right now we are not running into any issues and it's still looking really good. So I'm just looking at the nail, making sure the color's still there. And now that I'm completely satisfied with how that looks, this is something that I've been doing. This is completely optional. So to bring this nail back to life, I've been doing a layer of activators on all my gel method manis, and it just seals it in for me and just brings that color back to life. And I'm loving what this looks like. So filing and buffing was a breeze. So we're gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing with the yellow. This time, I'm gonna make sure I'm cleaning up right underneath side of that nail, and then to make sure that I'm getting everything from the underneath side, because we really want to make sure we have a clean surface when we go ahead and apply that press on to our natural nail. I'm just going to take that nail off the stand because I really wanted to make sure we were just getting right underneath that nail, and sometimes it's a little bit easier just to remove the nail off the stand when you are doing this step right here. I will say I did not experience any problems with the yellow when it came to filing and buffing. Now, if you're looking to clear encapsulate when you are doing the gel method, what you would do is after you're done dipping, you would go ahead and do a layer of gel base cure for 30 seconds, then a layer of gel top coat cure for 60 seconds, and then that would be your protective barrier to go in with your filing and buffing. But again, I did not experience any issues when it came to just buffing and filing directly on top of these beautiful colors. So again, we're going to hit it with the activator and it's going to bring this color to life. So sometimes when you're doing the gel method after filing and buffing, you go in with your gel base and it just looks a little dull. I feel like the activator just rejuvenates the whole color. And you can see here, we have this gorgeous yellow. And again, that's an optional step. All right, so now that the filing and buffing is all done, here's what we're working with. It's time to try out these really beautiful decals. Now, I'm already have high hopes for these based on the paper alone, but we'll get into the paper thing here in just a little bit. But before we go ahead and start the application process, we're going to use a little bit of transfer foil. This one is not HEMA free, but if you are looking for a HEMA free option, this is a great alternative. It's HEMA 21 free. So I'm applying a very thin layer of that transfer foil glue all over the entire nail, just like you would if you're applying your gel base or your gel top coat. And then I'm going to cure for a full 60 seconds. And now we're going to go ahead and start with the first decal. I have it in room temperature water, and we're just going to let that sit in there. And you can see that decal is just slowly opening up. And then once it's completely open, like you see here, we're going to take that right out of the water. I'm going to let that sit on that lint-free wipe. I'm also pressing firmly on that decal with another lint-free wipe to just get rid of any of that extra water that may be lingering behind on that decal. And then we're going to remove the back. The backing came off like a dream, just as I was hoping. And then I just made sure there was no extra water. And then I like to use a jelly stamper so I can kind of see where I'm placing it. And then you can see where you're going to be putting those flowers. And I really love these flowers so much. It's geared towards Mardi Gras, but I feel like this is a great way if you like Mardi Gras and you're ready for spring. This is just like best of both worlds. So now I'm slowly lifting it up and just removing, I had an area that had a little bit of a line. And then once everything was laying how I wanted it, I went ahead and just used this file and I'm just going to remove all that extra decal. This is just another way how to apply decals that's very just for me effortless. The hardest part is going to be is this part right here is just, I mean, it's not hard, it's just a little bit of extra work. Just filing off that extra decal that's hanging over the edge just takes a little bit more time, but it's very rewarding and it's definitely an easy way to apply decals with this method. And now that we have all that decal just completely off the nail, what we're going to do is there's a little bit of area I just wanted to clean it up with the file, and then we're going to go ahead and seal this in. So I have this flat brush with a little bit of that onyx acetone, and I'm just going over all the sides and just sealing everything in, and just gently with like a feather touch, making sure that decal is laying super flat. Then to make sure that it doesn't start lifting or anything like that, we're going to finish up with a layer of gel base over the entire nail, and then I'm going to cure for 30 seconds. So this is how I really like to do my full coverage decals that we're using today. So we're going to do the exact same thing again. We're going to apply another very thin layer of that transfer foil glue, and don't forget you want to cure that for a full 60 seconds. Sometimes if you're working with another transfer foil glue, it might have you cure for 2 minutes, so just make sure you are following that direction. That paper came off really easy. I also did not see any of that ink floating around in that water. Sometimes when you're working with decals, once the decal hits that water, you can already see that decal bleeding. I'm not experiencing that at all. This paper, I know for a fact this paper is like my ride or die, so I was very excited when I saw that these decals were printed on this paper. I'm very, very picky about my decals. I think you all know that if you've been here for a while, and I was very excited to see how these decals performed, and I'm so excited that I'm already loving them because they are so gorgeous. Just looking at the website, if you are ready for St. Patty's Day, there are some really beautiful St. Patty's Day ones. Overall, the decals are something like the design and the graphics are something I haven't seen before, and they are absolutely gorgeous, and the quality is definitely there. So again, we're just cleaning up the decal here, removing all that extra decal that's hanging over the side. Now, if you wanted to, you definitely could cut that decal smaller to the shape of the nail, but I personally would rather have too much of a decal than not enough decal because you can always take away decal. You cannot add a decal. I mean, you could, it just wouldn't give you like that flawless finish. So this is why I like doing it this way personally. Another reason why I like using the transfer foil glue, especially the Macart one, because once I cure for 60 seconds, if you notice, you'll see it again here in a minute, I was gently lifting up that decal after I already had it laying flat. that McCart formula, whatever's in there, lets me just gently lift up that decal without ripping it. Sometimes when you're working with a transfer foil glue, once that decal hits that area, it is on there. You are not gonna be able to move it without ripping it. So I really like that McCart one allows me to just, lift it up and then place that decal back down to remove any lines or anything like that. So we're sealing in this decal with a little bit of acetone. I did mention before it is the Onyx brand. The Onyx brand is the most forgiving when it comes to decals. There's nothing fancy in the bottle that I can, for the ingredients, is just 100% pure acetone. It is the white formula, not the blue one. But there's something about the Onyx one. I've tried regular acetone from Target. I also tried the one from the Sally Beauty store, and it completely destroys the decals. There's just something magical that's in the Onyx one that just works together perfectly when it comes to sealing in your decals. Again, that is totally optional if you are not comfortable touching acetone on your decal. Definitely then don't do that step, just stay away from that. But you can always practice your decal application on if you have jelly tips on sizes that you don't use, or you can do it on a swatch stick. So right here I'm lifting it up very carefully and then sticking that decal back down, and now I'm just making sure everything is laying super flat. But how gorgeous are these decals? Aren't they beautiful? I feel like just like the yellow and the purple and the pops of green, it's just a very fun way to just celebrate Mardi Gras on like a floral arrangement side. I really like the take of the floral. And I also feel like these would look really beautiful in the fall time mixed in with some more purples. But whatever you pair this with, this is definitely a beautiful decal sheet. And I really like that yellow. The yellow is just shining through on this nail right here that we only did that one coat. We also are going to bring it to life when we hit it with the gel base. You're going to really see these colors shine through. So we're just sealing everything in, making sure everything is cleaned up, and that acetone will also remove any like small areas of that decal still hanging on the edge of that nail. So we're going to go ahead and finish up with a layer of gel base, and we're going to cure it for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to do a gel base layer on the yellow nails, and you can really see that yellow just kind of, it's coming through with that perfect shine. So we're doing a very thin coat here, and then we're curing for 30 seconds. Okay, so I kind of went into a different direction when it came to the top coat. So first I was just gonna dabble in a matte top coat with this nail only, just to show you what this looked like with a matte finish, and then I was gonna hit it with a glossy top coat after. But once I applied the matte top coat, this was it for me. This was a game changer. So you can see here we have a flawless application. The colors are vibrant and it looked so good with a matte finish that I had to keep this whole entire set matte because I just completely fell in love with what this looked like with a matte finish. And then it was a good way for us to test the yellow because the yellow, yes, worked great with the gel method, but sometimes when you're working with a yellow and a matte top coat, it can give it a dark brown color. But check it out. Here's our finished set, and the yellow stayed true to that full yellow vibrancy. But how gorgeous is this set? I really liked how these powders performed. These decals were fantastic. You can see here we don't have any lines on that decal. Everything is just one with the nail. You don't see any imperfections, and everything just flows together. This color scheme of these beautiful purple flowers with the pop of green and yellow just really complement the beautiful yellow that we incorporated in here. And if you wanted to, you totally could add some other decals to the yellow nails and do like a half a nail with a decal and still have that yellow coming through. Options are endless when you're doing your nails at home, but I could not be more excited about how well the powders and the decals performed. All right, so everything that we did use in today's video can be found in that description box below. If you are looking for more information on Bright Spot Nails, I will link their card right here. This has all their information on it, how you can find them on different platforms. Definitely check them out. There's definitely going to be some really awesome decals that are going to catch your eye and some beautiful dip powders. Stay tuned. We have another video coming up here on my channel in the next few weeks, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next one.